ship is 0 credits. Faction was YenKUIE3. Reward for combat from faction on Gilly Imperial Enterprises against YenKUIE3, 41,400 credits.
Up 50. Final 20% of my trek.
Collected 3 items of material merchant stand in.
I have to admit to a certain amount of concern that I'll get within 2 or 3 systems of home and get blown up somehow or another. I'll switch to solo play. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be fine. Since I dropped faction, I won't be hunted by anybody. Yeah, don't get scanned. Okay, that's gonna be neat. How do I not get scanned coming back into the space station? I have to smuggle her back. She's not a criminal. She's just a freak. Bird. Bad flag of them.
Bounty for that ship is 0 credits. Faction was YenKUIE3. Reward for combat from faction on Gilly Imperial Enterprises against YenKUIE3, 32,200 credits.
I'm not flying 33,000 light seconds for 3,000 credits. I'd do it for 33,000, but not for 3. My goal was to keep the credit balance to being, exploration credits to being at least 1 credit per light second when traipsing around.
Bounty for that ship is 0 credits. Faction was YenKUIE3. Reward for combat from faction on Gilly Imperial Enterprises against YenKUIE3, 32,200 credits.
He's obliterating them before you get a shot at them. I can't tap them. By the time I tap them, they're dead. Ought to be alright. I'm gonna get at least 100,000 out of this system.
Bounty for that ship is 0 credits. Faction was YenKUIE3. Reward for combat from faction on Gilly Imperial Enterprises against YenKUIE3, 9,200 credits. Bounty for that ship is 0 credits. Faction was YenKUIE3. Reward for combat from faction on Gilly Imperial Enterprises against YenKUIE3, 27,600 credits. Bounty for that ship is 0 credits. Faction was YenKUIE3. Reward for combat from faction on Gilly Imperial Enterprises against YenKUIE3, 41,400 credits. Bounty for that ship is 0 credits. Faction was Yen KUIE free. Reward for combat from faction on Gilly Imperial Enterprises against Yen KUIE free, 41,400 credits. Bounty for that ship is 0 credits. Faction was Yen KUIE free. Reward for combat from faction on Gilly Imperial Enterprises against Yen KUIE free, 41,400 credits.
But I have perfected looking out underneath my console for doing fuel scooping. Since I can in this ship, I can peek out on either side of my feet.
Bounty for that ship is 0 credits. Faction was Yen KUIE free. Reward for combat from faction on Gilly Imperial Enterprises against Yen KUIE free,
Systems at 170,000
credits.
climbing.
Target destroyed.
I'll talk about it. 180.
Bounty for that ship is 0 credits. Faction was Yen KUIE free. Reward for combat from faction on Gilly Imperial Enterprises against Yen KUIE free, 18,400 credits.
Been trying to think of like song parodies to do for Elite.
Bounty for that ship is 0 credits. Faction was Yen KUIE free.
This one just
Reward
went
for
through my
combat from
head.
faction on Gilly Imperial Enterprises against Yen
We all
KUIE
live
free,
in a federal
23,000 credits.
dropship. A federal
Bounty for
dropship.
that ship is 0 credits.
Dropship.
Faction was Yen KUIE free. Reward for combat from faction on Gilly Imperial Enterprises against Yen KUIE
What do you mean
free,
it doesn't run?
41,400 credits.
With what? Yellow Submarine? Well, it hasn't. I haven't figured out this rhyming verse yet. It would have to rhyme with ship. There's lots of stuff that rhymes with ship.
Reward for combat from faction on Gilly
You don't
Imperial
just change
Enterprises
one
against
version,
Yen
you change
KUIE
them all.
free, 4,600 credits.
Meter.
Trajectory disruption.
Collected 3 items of material inconsistent shield soak analysis.
Not even.
Bounty for that ship is 0 credits. Faction was Yen KUIE free. Reward for combat from faction on Gilly Imperial Enterprises against Yen KUIE free, 18,400 credits.
Target destroyed.
Did you forget to load the profile? Yeah, that never happens. Why am I not boosting? Either my landing gear is down or my turrets are out. Which is it? Oh, nope, my cargo hatch is open. Damn it.
Bounty for that ship is 0 credits. Faction was Yen KUIE free. Reward for combat from faction on Gilly Imperial Enterprises against Yen KUIE free, 9,200 credits.
Yeah, and the other thing is, unlike our other trip, the scoopable stars are pretty ubiquitous on this trip. I've only hit one in each direction so far that wasn't scoopable.
32,200 credits.
I have to fret over being able to refill. Yeah,
Bounty for that ship is 0 credits.
definitely.
Faction was Yen
Easy
KUIE
mode.
free. Reward for combat from faction on Gilly Imperial Enterprises against Yen KUIE free,
Yeah, you don't have to worry about
27,600
being
credits.
blown up at all. You just have to let him tank. That's nice. So he's tanking, but he's tanking a whole lot at the same time. Wow, this is a busy system. Scanners are red. Perfect. Range scanners are no good. Medium range scanners are the best. Plus, it's like some of the other ones I've seen, eventually another capital ship will show up to drive them off, or vice versa.
Target shields online.
Bounty for that ship is 0 credits. Faction was Yen KUIE3. Reward for combat from faction on Gilly Imperial Enterprises against Yen KUIE3, 23,000 credits.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Flight assist on.
Bounty for that ship is 0 credits. Faction was Yen KUIE3. Reward for combat from faction on Gilly Imperial Enterprises against Yen KUIE3, 41,400 credits.
Yeah, they're not really the best fighting ships. Anacondas are dangerous, but pythons are, I don't know, I don't find them to be too terribly risky most of the time. Keep my distance and try and stay in his baffles.
Bounty for that ship is 0 credits. Faction was Yen KUIE3. Reward for combat
Don't
from
get
faction on
along
Gilly
his
Imperial
nose.
Enterprises against Yen KUIE3,
He'll fire a railgun or
59,800
something
credits.
other similarly nasty at you, and that's no fun. So is the capital ship moving around, or is it just sitting there fumbling anything that comes in range? Yeah. I don't need to move. Don't come to me.
Bounty for that ship is 0 credits. Faction was Yen KUIE3. Reward for combat from faction on Gilly Imperial Enterprises against Yen KUIE3, 59,800 credits. Bounty for that ship is 0 credits. Faction was Yen KUIE3. Reward for combat from faction on Gilly Imperial Enterprises against Yen KUIE3, 23,000 credits.
So, other than the wedding, got any interesting plans for LA? Yep. Yep. Well, if you get out towards... Hold on, where can we go? It's fun. It was kind of family style. We had a nice paella. The drinks are big. Have you ever heard of... I'm trying to remember. Have you ever heard of Herbert
Bounty
and
for that ship
Gerbert?
is 0 credits. Faction was Yen KUIE3.
Apparently it's a, like
Reward for
a...
combat from faction on Gilly Imperial Enterprises
like a
against
subway, I
Yen
guess.
KUIE3, 32,200 credits.
Soda. What the hell was that? Herbert and Gerbert. then. That's a little
Bounty
not
for
quite
that
as
ship is
far
0
out.
credits. Faction was YE3. Reward for combat from faction on Gilly Imperial Enterprises against YE3, 41,400 credits. Collected 3 items of material distorted shield cycle recordings.
Oh yeah, I did get that. But if you do find yourself going northwest or northwest on the PCH-1, Dukes and Malibu recommended. I haven't been there though, so I can't say for sure. Mixture, if you will.
Bounty for that ship is 0 credits. Faction was YE3. Reward for combat from faction on Gilly Imperial Enterprises against YE3, 23,000 credits.
Target shields offline.
There it is, Paradise Cove Beach Cafe. That's apparently out just west of
Bounty
Malibu.
for that ship is 0 credits. Faction was YE3. Reward for combat from faction on Gilly Imperial Enterprises against YE3, 23,000 credits.
Anyway, it was fun. It was neat. It's deep, deep, cold water there, so the beach there is steep. You get into, the drop off is very steep into the water, and
Bounty for
once
that ship
the
is 0
virgin
credits.
layers
Faction
come and
was
it gets
YE3.
cold, the fog
For
comes
combat
in
from
and it's
faction on
pretty
Gilly Imperial
impressive.
Enterprises against YE3, 41,400
But it was
credits.
fun. It was a neat place. It's literally an on-the-beach restaurant. Literally, you can sit on the beach and eat your food, or sit inside. Anyway, enjoyed my dinner there. It was good. Most of the rest of my time I spent more in Bora Hills. Thought about driving out to Chatsworth just to see what's what.
Bounty for that ship is 0 credits. Faction was YE3. Reward for combat from faction on Gilly Imperial Enterprises against YE3, 59,800 credits.
Target shields offline. Under attack.
Yep.
Bounty for that ship is 0 credits. Faction was YE3. Reward for combat from faction on Gilly Imperial Enterprises against
Well, if you
YE3,
engineer it, you might be able to have
27,600
never-ending
credits.
beam lasers. Or darn near it. Yeah. nearly never-ending beam lasers. If I've got 3 or 4 tips into weapons, it's just like beam lasers for as long as I can stay on target. About, I mean, they do eventually overheat, but it takes a long time. Literally nothing in this is moving on.
Bounty for that ship is 0 credits. Faction was YNKUIE free. Reward for combat from faction on Gilly Imperial Enterprises against YNKUIE free, 18,400 credits.
Those shield boosters are good for.
Bounty for that ship is 0 credits. Faction was YNKUIE free.
That's longer.
Reward for combat from faction on Gilly Imperial Enterprises against YNKUIE free, 59,800 credits.
Didn't take very long either. About what, half an hour? You know, check your rep and stuff before you do it. Yeah. I don't think it works quite that way, although it sure would be nice. Now, if they make this more of a pay-to-play game and you can, you know, hire a capital ship to come in that, would that be buying the farm?
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2.
For glass against the wall first. Persona non grata. Make note of maybe all 3 reps. Don't any of them ever go down as a result, right? Your alliance rep. So the result is? Okie dokie. Jury is still out, he says. Now's when that Clipper needs to drop in and whack you. Just because. That's the ugliest thing about that, is that they don't really get anything out of it. They're just doing it because it's mean. Proving that I'm better than you. Whoever you are. Yep. Crime and punishment might make that a little bit more painful. More hassle. Because you're just going to earn bounties on you that are going to be a hassle to get rid of. You mean well, if you get enough bounties against you, then the Interpol equivalent will start announcing you to all the other systems, even where you're not actually wanted. They'll say, oh, this guy may not be wanted here, but he's sure worth a lot of credits. You might want to get him anyway. And then they come for you. Then you wake up in a detention center. Little number that counts down to 0. Back off the throttle at about 7. Trying to suicide into a planet. Subconsciously.
Subconsciously to a private one.
Normal space commander.
That's your
Iran
cold.
station.
Sounds like you still got time.
Core dynamics, Mike Alpha Charlie. Please follow all Imperial regulations while docking at this station. The mission has been approved. Please set down at bay 04.
Confirmed landing on pad 4.
Initiating auto-docking protocols.
So how's your cold?
2,000 meters from touchdown.
Landing gear deployed.
Dock exit a gateway. Coriolis time. Station economy is high-tech.
You have docked safely. Disembark when ready.
Paid 400 credits in fines, Commander. Redeeming combat bond worth 103-9600 from faction Angeli Imperial Enterprises.
Interesting. So I guess you really have to do missions to get that. Either that or it just takes an awful lot more than $1 million to make a dent in it. 43 jumps. Getting there. I don't know. Depends. If I get a whole lot of boring, empty systems over the next 43 jumps, then yes. If I get things where I want to go scan for half an hour, then no, I won't make it tonight.
Incoming mission critical message.
I'll definitely be back. Well before you get back. I'll go whittle away on the community goal a little bit more.
Mission critical message.
Maybe get over.
also noticing that pretty consistently the planetary outline that shows up on your dashboard,
We hope you have a safe and
the
fruitful
one that looks like it's just a bunch of craters and little white pot marks. Looks like the moon is almost always an icy or rocky body.
Arrived at Opet. Populated. Jump distance 4.9 light years. System controlled by Opet Empire packed in state boom. Total of 1 star and 11 planets in the system.
Plant the flag and go. Oh, fair number of just junky little worlds, but nothing, not many very interesting. Maybe 10 or 20 high metal content. EDSM thinks I've discovered lots because it didn't have any data, but EDSM or EDDB, whatever database it uses under there. I jump in and it says, there's nothing here, and I'm like, oh yes there is. And it's all been discovered. They seem to be very good along this path about discovering the good stuff. I'll go hit system after system that just has a star or a star and a few rice balls, and there's nothing discovered, or only the star's been, name stamped. And then I get to the one good system out of 10 in the last 10 jumps, and it's been fully explored. I'm like, how do they do that? How do they always find them? And I guess what it is they're finding the other ones, they just weren't bothering to mark them as explored.
Normal Space Commander. Arrive at station. Carroll Station.
Not a single one explored or otherwise. A couple or three ammonia worlds, I think one of which maybe wasn't explored, so I think it's 300,000 credits for that guy. But instead of normal 2. Lots and lots of high metal content, metal rich, mostly high metal content. They run anywhere from 24 to 44. Most of those were explored already. Better than 60%.
2,000 meters from touchdown.
Probably better than 80. Like I said, it's kind of right along the path out to Sag A, so it's fairly well trodden.
Docking request approved. Set course.
And I imagine other people have received this mission to go to this one spot,
Approach, Commander.
take somebody out there and back.
Dock at Carroll Station. Coriolis type. Station economy is industrial.
Docking procedure complete. Execute system shutdown. We trust this facility will serve you well, Commander.
Those are kind of cool. I mean, fly out to this system here and go out to this planet, and then when you get there, they say, okay, go to this planet, and then there's a beacon, so to speak, that you can see that you don't normally see if you're not on the mission. And you can select the beacon, and that gives you credit for the mission and gives you a little blurb of anecdote about the location you're in. Kind of a cool name. Positronium. Positronium.
Sold 4 units of microwave cooling presses. Sell price is 1,599 credits. Total sale is 6,300 credits. You made 6,300 credits. Sold 5 units of articulation motors. Sell price is 4,662 credits. Total sale is 23,000 credits. You made 23,000 credits. Sold 4 units of HN shock mount. Sell price is 1,384 credits. Total sale is 5,500 credits. You made 5,500 credits.
Gaunt out on Friday and back on Saturday, but I'll go a different direction. Apparently, if you want to discover a neutron star, for example, there's areas that are extremely neutron dense towards the core. You just need to get into one of those and you'll find a system nobody's been in and get your discovery credit. And I did tell you that you can do neutron jumps with just white dwarfs or anything that has a plume, right? I did one with a white dwarf. Just doubled my jump range, but it was something.
Swap ship Vulture for an Imperial Courier.
Got the Tom Petty and not anthology, but one of his
Dock at Carroll Station.
collections.
Realist type. This is an industrial station.
Old. Oh, it is anthology through the years. Had 2 of them. One was that one, and for $2 more, they had one with a fair number more of his tunes, but they were all live performances. And I'm not a big fan of recorded live performances because they usually just don't sound right to me. The performance is different than the recording. Or they'll stop and talk in the middle of it. Hello, Cleveland? Oh, God. If I was in the audience, then it might be nice to have a recording of that, but otherwise. Did I tell you I finally broke down and bought the big Beatles collection? Bought the stereo version. I haven't scanned it in yet, so it's kind of funny. It's just sitting here. I haven't listened to it. Like, that's weird. Why haven't you done that? I'm signing us up for Apple Music and getting a home pod eventually. My only fear at this point, I did some research, then they have a family membership for Apple Music, which, by the way, that's a question I was going to ask you, maybe slightly personal. If you don't want to answer it, that's fine, but do you and Chris, like, share the family thing on an Apple Music account, or are you just completely independent? But my mom and my aunt are both on my family account, so if I do the Apple Music thing, they can all stream. But I have to tell my mom she's not. I don't know if she can stream at the house because her network quality is so poor. They only have DSL, and it's minimalist of DSL as it is because they're right at the extreme amount of range.
13.2 light years.
Just don't
System
want to up
controlled
for
by
a higher level of
50,048
connection.
Emperor S3 since State 9.
And I don't want to pay for it for them right
Total
now, so
six
I'm
planets
not
in the
buying it
system.
for them at the moment.
Refueled 0 tons of
And
fuel,
my
leaving
aunt's
level
got
at
a good connection.
6.37
Of course,
tons.
my daughter does, but she'll forget and stream music constantly when she's out and about, so I'll have to set it to Wi-Fi only or something on her settings. But probably do that soon. Nice when I realized I could do it. It's only like an extra $2 or $3 per month. It's like for 1.5 accounts, you get a family account which you can have up to 10. Well, shit. That suddenly became worth it. It cuts the price down quite a bit when you divide it by 5 people. So many of these planets I scan, they never are more than a fuzzy dot on the screen because I scan them at extreme range and never get close to them.
Bounty for that ship is 6,450 credits. Faction was Melandre.
Grindy. Tell myself I should. That was worth it. On metal content, 40,000. Oh. Pack hounds or? Well, no, not the pack hound, because that's faction. Yeah. Fire and forgets as opposed to dumb fires. And dumb fires are pretty much, you better be lined up and stay lined up because they fly straight, right? They're like big bullets. Good rocket ship XM is full of them, isn't he? You got rid of rocket ship XM. He still shows up on your NR fleet. Ice caps. Still a bit beigeified. Pretty once they fix the beigeification thing. Out of here now. Now, I don't like to get close to the planets when I'm trying to scan a system because it's such a... When you get close to them, they really get a grip on you and you can't accelerate. You can't get up to, speed again to go to the next planet. So it makes it much longer. So I don't tend to get close. But if it's the very last one in the system, then it doesn't matter because it doesn't affect hyperspace jumps out. Just because I can't go fast in Super Cruise. That click 40 left. do always try to scan the primary star when I'm passing through, just so that it looks nice on EDSM, on the star log and EDSM, on the flight log and EDSM. Oh no! What? How did that happen? Oh, my passengers. I just got too close to the star. Oh, she's still happy. Don't know how that happened. Oh, that's towards it. That is the first time in the whole trip that I managed to get too close to the corona and fall out.
Orbital flight engaged.
Warp engines off. Impulse engaged. Arrived at planet. Hit 20,048 1A.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what film? And then I went, oh, his film. Your film. Oh, cool. Oh, so you can give a little lecture along with it. That'll be nice. I have to talk to my friend, Mr. Dixon, and see if he's going up. Go check it out. A classmate of mine, he's a Methodist minister here in town, but he also does film reviews. He even flies, he went to Cannes this year, I think. It's like, wow, you go to the big festivals. Okay. You're not fucking around. Kenny Dixon, or Kenneth Dixon, I knew him as Kenny. Well, that's good, because I didn't want you to go to Vanity Camera 6, and I don't know what made you think I wanted you to. Stupid computer. Cooking. That's annoying. I had an almost perfect record. Green line disappears on me.
Landing gear deployed. Flight assist off.
section. Happy? Yes. Okay, good.
Drive assist off.
Guess it's more that she just really doesn't want to be scanned, so that'll be the neat trick when I get back to the system. Okay, I gotta get permission to dock, and then I gotta race in the door. So, sit outside, get lined up exactly perfectly and race for the hole, or cruise along the edge and...
Scan data link, that's worth 10,164 credits from Alliance. Has had its destination changed to Sita Gateway in system NKUIE. Collected 3 items of material specialized legacy firmware. Prime committed commander, docking major trespass on hit 20,048 Emperor S race, bounty on US 600 credits. Collected 3 items of material tagged encryption codes. Collected 3 items of material adaptive encryptors captured. Collected 3 items of material atypical encryption archives.
Mothership under attack. Under attack. Landing gear retracted. Under attack.
Danger, no shields, run. Warning commander, hull damage is at 79%.
I've been speaking to the mute button, I wonder. Are you trying bounties now? Did I talk to you about Kenny Dixon? Okay, so it wasn't very long. Oh look, a USS. Should I stop? No.
Shields online.
It'll be at degraded emissions because I'm out here in an empty anarchy environment, so it's always degraded emissions. Never not been, let's put it that way. Let's see. Degraded emissions, threat 0. Which means it's about a 75% chance it's a small data cache and a 25% chance it's large. Neither of which are really worth a lot to me. Python. Go Python the Python. And your vulture? Stay on his... well... Stay on his 6, you'll be fine. In his baffles, submariners would say. If his nose lines up on you, you might be in trouble. Yeah, bounties actually might be good for rank because they're more for the, not the superpowers, but the local powers. I don't know. Probably Google. Somebody's bound to have done a study on it already. What's the best way? They'll say courier missions. Are you trying to get to Marquis so you can buy a cutter? No, but are you trying, or are you just planning to eventually? You're making a concerted effort. So no, you're not making a concerted effort. You're not really trying. You just, yes, eventually I'll get there. I'm making a push. Did you stay in, what's her name?
Settlement killer keep and approaching.
No, I mean, a faction alliance. Did you drop your faction alliance? Yeah. It's just like, wow, that is just too immediately egregiously annoying. I don't remember it being near that bad before. I was really pretty shocked at how immediately painful it was. I was just like, wow, this is sucking every little bit of fun out of the game. Yeah. Oh yeah, another one. Fair enough. I'm not surprised. Seems to be the rant right now.
Engines on. Impulse
Those
engaged.
that used to like
Arrive
power
on planet.
play are
Hit
very upset with the
20,048
current
2B.
state of power play. I don't blame them either. I'm like, yeah, this is not really worth playing at all. Again, it's not near worth it for the reward. Yep, got one of those. And that was before, unfortunately, that was before they had storage. Otherwise, I'd have bought 2 or 3 and just tucked them away for safekeeping. Off my courier and put it on my Eagle. So, and the Eagle that you like to fly is the Imperial Eagle, not the regular one? Got one of each and outfitted them. I was kind of experimenting with them. The Imperial Eagle is a bit of a,
Flight assist off.
it's not near as maneuverable as the regular Eagle, except when it's in boost. No, you can't boost right now just because I paused before I said it.
Flight
Good to
assist
know.
on.
Go turn that off or learn the keywords and stay away from them.
Drive assist on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Go read about the Imperial Eagle and talk about, okay, this is what you get. You get better weapons, better power management, better speed, but you'll lose maneuverability. I did. Yeah, I can tell. I expected it to be significantly more maneuverable than my courier, and it was not. Maybe I'm just flying it wrong. I don't know. But the articles all said, yeah, it's a good boat, but if you really want the pinnacle of, flight assist off type maneuverability and just tight turns and this, that, and the other, then you really want the regular Eagle and not the Imperial. No, it's definitely not as pretty. Remember, you're talking to the guy who's flying the Asp Explorer, right?
Scan data link. Voucher received is worth 15,753 credits from Federation. New destination port. Go to Sita Gateway in system NKUIE. Collected material modified consumer firmware. Crime committed commander. Docking major trespass on him 20,048 Emperor S. Grace. Bounty on you is 600 credits. Collected 3 items of material agent encryption files.
Beauty is definitely in the eye of the beholder, and she'll probably be there until some strong knight comes along and cuts that eye off. That's a personal problem.
Warning, thermal attack. Gaining heat.
Off chance. Maybe it'll at least be a terraformable world.
Populated, jump distance 14.2 light years, system controlled by NKUIE patron S principles in state boom. Total of 1 star and 4 planets in the system.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Refueled 0.21 tons of fuel. Fuel level is now 5.26 tons.
Beat the heck out of it or got the heck out of it? You mean you got the heck out of Dodge? Poor Dodge is lying there all bruised and beaten. What did he do to you?
NPC alert, submitted to interdiction by Howard Sunson, of faction NKUIE principles. Exiting Super Cruise, arrived at Smart.
Why were you getting the heck out of Dodge? Shot at by somebody.
Bounty for that ship is 6,150 credits. Action is estimated by principles.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1.
They do a pretty good job. With or without, when their shields are down or beforehand? Yeah, so shields don't work all that great against them. Point defense. Yeah. Those were wasted. I don't know, I almost always have point defense, and I almost always feel like I'm getting pounded by the shields or missiles anyway. Yeah, I guess. Oh yeah, I know it works sometimes. It just, when we were like in those combat zones and stuff, or when I was by myself in one and somebody would fire like a salvo, or several people would fire missiles at once, and then I was just getting pounded.
This is not fair, there's 6 missiles coming.
Second system in a row with nothing but a star.
Please submit a docking request.
Gas and go.
Request approved. Please set course to docking bay 04.
Commander, confirmed for landing pad 4.
20 of these on the way home. I'll definitely make it home tonight. Once we get a bunch more of these 100,000 light second trips. Oh, I found a little graphic that shows you what all the little icons that sometimes pop up underneath your shield rings are. That was cool, because I was always wondering, you know, what does that mean when it shows a pair of parentheses, or flames one is that's fairly obvious, you know. You're on fire, taking heat damage. Oh. There's a bunch of other ones that were like not very obvious. 28 bodies.
Docking is completed.
Plus empty.
Shutdown system.
Oh. Soul Apocalypse has been here a little bit. Eggs planted on good planets in this system for me.
Collected 1 items of material grid resistance.
Elizabeth wanted me to tell you hello.
Collected 1 items of material strange wake solutions.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Sold 4 units of microwave cooling hoses. Sell price is 701 credits. Total sale is 2,800 credits. You made 2,800 credits. Sold 3 units of neo-fabric insulation. Sell price is 5,788 credits. Total sale is 17,000 credits. You made 17,000 credits. Sold 1 units of articulation motors. Sell price is 7,422 credits. Total sale is 7,400 credits. You made 7,400 credits.
Not like 20, but 4 or 5. Talking to me? I won't have done
NPC
that
alert.
unless you
Submitted to
cracked
interdiction
me.
by Ashi Tamazu, of faction
I didn't say
NKUIE
anything.
Cruising Voice. Global Space Commander, arrived at planet, NKUIE 2.
Okay. That's always interesting.
Bounty for that ship is 21,160 credits. Faction NKUIE
Black
Cruising
was
Voice.
all around.
Has had its destination changed to Carroll Station in System OMED.
Friendship target.
Bounty for that ship is 5,450 credits. Faction was NKUIE Cruising Voice.
What's it doing down there? Oh, well. That's always nice.
Friendship drive charging.
I'm not sure you were going to win that one. Yeah, that's not a bad combo to
3,
fight with.
2,
Not great to fight against.
Settlement Dumont Silo ++ approaching.
orbital flight engaged.
Approaching Escobar Lab. Exiting Super Cruise. Arrived at planet, NKUIE 2A.
Compliance. Mike Alpha
lab, service station type. This is a colony station.
Landing successful. Initiate shutdown sequence. Due to circumstances beyond our control, you may have encountered some hostility on the way to this facility. Please accept our apologies for any inconvenience.
Collected 1 items of material strange weight solutions. Redeeming bounty worth 69,010.
Got a massacre mission. You typically do those in a high hazardous, or do you go to the nav point?
Approaching Sine Silo installation plus. Approaching Duhon Silo plus plus.
Well, it does provide good view. It also gets blown out fairly easily, but not as bad as Clipper. I think the Clipper's got the most blowy outy canopy of the 4. I think on the Cutter it's just a little bit more protected and maybe not as big overall compared to the ship. I think they're the same thing. Yeah, but I don't doubt that. I just suspect that they're Two different ways of naming the exact same thing. Could be wrong though, I don't know. Iron pyrite, what? And rats who like pie, alright.
Global Space Commander, arrived at planetary ring, NK-22. Collected 3 items of material distorted shield cycle recordings. Potentially promising, but no! A couple of planets on the B star. I was like, oh, they could be cool looking. They've got interesting patterns on them. Nope. Rocky body, icy body. Never mind. Moving on. Collected 3 items of material decoded emission data.
Cool.
Bounty for that ship is 36,267 credits. Faction was Autocracy of NKUIE. Bounty for that ship is 50,600 credits. Faction was NKUIE Galactic Group.
A little busy. They do call for help sometimes. That's fine, just jump on his shoulder and tap them before they go out. fly in front of them and get rammed.
Bounty for that ship is 17,225 credits. Faction was YNKUIE Crimson Boys.
What's so chuckly? You mean like you did a trench run, huh? Making some progress down to 33.
Collected 3 items of material inconsistent shield soak analysis. Collected 2 items of material decoded emission data.
Target shields offline. Flight assist. Flight assist on.
Bounty for that ship is 36,425 credits. Faction was YNKUIE Crimson Boys.
Yeah, that's the downside of what you're doing. Oh dear. I thought I had a good one fully explored. Cash in here.
Bounty for that ship is 46,820 credits. Faction was YNKUIE Crimson Boys.